All right. What's going on, party people? This your man Griff. Just got done doing some yard work or partial yard work. Found out that I think my spark plug is dead on the lawnmower, so I got to go to the salon, get my tools, and then do all that. But I ain't gonna be able to get back to the yard work until probably tomorrow, and hopefully it won't rain. Maybe this weekend. But I did get the lawn edged up. It's looking pretty, all nice and snip, snippy, snap. Edge is all good to go. So all I got to do now is just actually cut the grass itself. Um, but while I was out there, I was getting the comments. I was reading the comments on the channel, and somebody on one of my videos, the one that I have called "To Do or Not to Do a $60 Order." I'm not pressing anyone to take an order on that video from May 27th. So look at the video from May 27th. You'll see the comment pinned in there. The reason why I'm bringing this up or talking about it, and y'all know how I feel, my thing is simply this, and most of I would say probably a large percentage. I can't say, I won't say, because then people try to hold you to that. Have said they just trying to get in order. But here's where the problem lies. Many of you who are fluttering back and forth about taking a $60 order or a $50 order or $80 order, I don't honestly think you really understand business. Yes, there's expenses that are involved, but if you're trying to calculate it as a W-2, what you're making per hour, then you're looking at it all wrong. Because do you really think the big companies or any company is truly looking at what it takes per hour to do ... as the owner? Okay, the owner, because the owners put in more hours than anybody, and that's just the way it is. But as I look through, and I want y'all to look at the comments and everything, as I look through the comments and some of the, the the part that I'm having a problem with is when an individual says, and as they said here, by accepting low balls, one creates a low ball situation for the rest, if no, supposed to be of notaries. And that is just a flat out lie, in my opinion. That is a flat out lie. Because, and the reason why I say this is simply this: there are too many daggone YouTubers on people on YouTube, notaries who are YouTubers or YouTubers who are notaries, that are bragging about how much money they make. And I'm sorry, you can't sit here and say a $60 order is creating an environment to where the rest of us, because see, remember what I talked about, that 1%, this is what I'm talking about. So is things set right now to where there's a 1% notary field? There's this 1%, there's this elitist notary camp out here that only 1% of the notaries can make the money. And you're saying the only way to get in that 1% is that the rest of the notaries don't? I'm like, don't take these orders. I'm like, okay, see, that's an elitist mindset. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. Okay. That is an elitist mindset, and it is a detractor, detractor, retractor, whatever tractor you want to call it. That's what it is. Okay. It's trying to get y'all. And you might say, well, it's distracting you. It ain't distracting me, because 65%, 60 to 70%, maybe 60 to 65% of my orders per month are $100 or more, just like many others. Okay. And you get there by doing work. You get there by getting the orders in. So it's not distracting me. I'm still making my money. I'm about to go do an order now, and I'm getting ready to get paid $150 for that. Okay. So don't tell me that is distracting me. All right. This message is to those of you who want to play these games. Okay. You want to play games with people's lives and their money and try to distract them and discourage them so you can make all the money. That's what this is all about. Okay. Okay. Because this is just some mess. Okay. And I bring these things out because nobody else wants to talk about it. Everybody wants to say that there's this conspiracy to keep notary money low, but nobody wants to talk about the fact that there's people out here who are systematically and deliberately making comments and making up stuff to try to distract this lowball offer. Look up the word lowball. Lowball comes from the term where you have an agreed upon price and somebody says, you say, well, I will, buy this. You said you're selling something for this price, and then it's an agreed upon price, and then somebody comes in and tries to get you to sell it for way lower than what should be. It should be. Now, the question I keep asking, and nobody won't hop on YouTube and tell me what should be the notary fee. What should the fee be? Nobody won't say what the fee should be. You keep saying what you want it to be because of your own mistakes of overpaying to be in this business. That's really what it boils down to. You overpaid to be in this business, and now you're scrambling to try to make the money. So you're thinking that I should get paid this. Therefore, we the people, we the notaries need to go and boycott, because there's talk out there right now about getting the notaries to boycott title companies and signing companies and escrow companies and lenders. That'll be the biggest mistake y'all make, because I ain't boycotting jack, okay? And it has nothing to do with the fact that I'm making my money. I'm just saying there's no need to, because we're not a union. So do not fall into that trap, y'all, okay? So watch anybody who's trying to move y'all in that direction. Do not do it. If you are NNA certified, NNA says that because you're NNA certified, you agree that we are a professional association, and that we do not do any price fixing. We do not do any colluding. So the moment y'all start talking that way, you are breaking the law. You're going against your own agreement with the NNA. It's just that simple, okay? It is just that simple. And you need to cut the foolishness out. Now, people keep saying that you can't make money. Okay, and this is what we talked about at the 757 luncheon on Sunday, and I wrote the numbers down in my book, and now all of a sudden, okay, here they go. Now, let me run some numbers by you. I ain't have time because I got to bounce. I ain't have time to put them on the screen and stuff, but there's 2,080 hours in a year. So whatever you're getting paid, your hourly rate, you times that by 2,080, and that gives you the dollar amount that you make per year gross before taxes. So at $20 an hour times 2,080, you're getting $41,600 per year. That is $1,600 every 2 weeks gross before taxes. That is $1,142 every 2 weeks net. That's not even talking about your health care or any of that stuff or retirement plan. That's just your regular state taxes for Virginia. Let me clarify, for Virginia. All of these numbers are for Virginia. Then what that means is you're bringing in a net for the year, 692. Let me double check that. I had, because I think I might have did something wrong on that one. Let me double check that. 1, 4, 2 times 26. Yeah, that's right. Because it's the 1142, and you're doing it divided by 26 because it's 26 pay periods. I thought so. I did it right. That's a huge chunk of change you losing in taxes. Okay. Paycheckcity.com. Go there, run the numbers yourself. Paycheckcity.com. Go there, run the numbers yourself. So you're making $160 for 8 hours worth of work. See, people try to pretend, and then you look in the pinned post, the pinned comments. I pointed out to this person, and I'm getting back to this point. I pointed out to them that when you go to work, see, you don't count, because it's just a part of it. You don't really count it like you do with notary. Your clothes costs, your food costs, you running errands, all of these things that you have to do, or you do, childcare, your gas, all of that stuff. See, people don't count that as a part of, to get to work and to go to work. All of the stuff you buy just to even have at work. The office don't have pens, so you buy your own pens. The office don't have paper, you buy your own paper. Prior to the pandemic, the office didn't have good cleaning supplies, so you ain't going to put your butt on that toilet. You're going to clean it yourself. I know that's what I was doing. I was bringing my own cleaning supplies in. So all of that is money. Your dry cleaning, all of that stuff that you have to do just to go to work, all of that costs money. Now, because that's not being taken directly out of your paycheck, you don't look at it as, oh, those are expenses, but those are expenses in order to get you to go to work. Let's just say you don't have time to cook, to fix you some dinner the night before. Guess what? You got to go spend money at Chick-fil-A or wherever to go get you some lunch. And imagine how much money you're spending in lunch every day. Or y'all go out to lunch every day. All of that is expenses. And you think you balling because you can go out every day at lunchtime and get you some mimosas and all of that. No, you're not balling. You just wasting money. You're wasting money big time going out with the fellas, going out with the girls, going out with the group, trying to hang with them, knowing doggone well you're struggling. And that's part of the reason why you're doing notary. And then you're going to sit here and complain about getting a $60 order when you're spending $60 on a daggone lunch. Come on now. So you mean to tell me that 2 orders of $80, so you make in a couple of hours the same amount that you made in 8 hours, $160. But see, here's the thing, and this is the point that I meant to bring out at the luncheon. Many of you aren't getting paid $50, $60 an hour at your job. I was at one time. And you're sitting here whining about a $60 fee or $80 fee. And you're trying to make somebody pay you for 1 hour or so of your time what you making a whole 8-hour day in an industry that you really don't have any experience in. Yet you got experience in your W-2 job and you can't get them to pay you $50 an hour or even $40 an hour. But then you're going to roll your butt out here into the notary game and then demand that somebody give you $120, $150 just because you showed up with a stamp and a printer in your car. That don't make a lick of sense. And you have no experience. And a majority of the notaries right now don't even know how to notarize. And y'all know I'm telling the truth because of all the errors and because of all of the changes and this, that, and the other. So I'm trying to sit here like, okay, how are you going to sit here and whine and complain about a dollar amount for an industry that you barely even know what to do in, when you can't even get what you really want to get paid in your own industry that you went to school for? That don't make a bit of sense, people. That's why I'm saying stop getting caught up, get away from them kind of people. I'm just going to tell you straight up, stay away from them people, stay away from them groups, because all it is they distracting you from the mission. I've shared with you what to do. And many people who have done the things, go to my Notary Basics playlist. It has the different things you need to do. It has a thing about your profile. Do those things, accept the order, make the money, keep it going. Many people have told me that once they started hitting 25, 50, 100 orders under their belt, putting them in SnapDocs, actually writing it in their profile that they got this many orders done and completed, they started getting better offers. There are so many companies out there that have no problem paying $100 or $150 and all of that, but you gotta have some experience. You got to have a reason to give them to pay you. No different than your W-2. So y'all need to really stop this mess of acting like, well, it's not worth it for me. I'm just sorry, man. This just not worth it. Roll your butt on up out of this industry. I'm just going to be straight with you. Roll on up out of this industry. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. If you really want to get on up out of here, I'll pay you full price for the printer and all of that stuff. I'll pay you full price so you can make your money back. Because it doesn't make a lick of sense that you're going to come into an industry and not put in the requisite time and effort to get educated properly in it, and then do the things necessary to progress in it, and then want to complain about, well, I don't like what that is. I don't like. You ain't getting that much from your regular job. You ain't making money like that from your regular job. Because if you was, you wouldn't be over here with us. You wouldn't be here. See, you bought into the hype of that infomercial. You bought into the hype of Facebook. You bought into the hype of that Instagram. I'm telling you, get in here and do the work. And if you're not willing to work, if you're not willing to do it, or you're not in a position to do it, and also if you're in an area where you're too far away and you got to drive it out, you should have thought about that before signing on a dotted line. I'm just being real with you here. Just like they would tell you in the military, you join the military. Yeah, man. Yeah, we got this and we got this camp here and we got that. Oh, man, all these bases around here. I don't think I have to get me a different. There we go. We got all these bases around here, and then you sign on a dotted line to be in the military, and then they send you 2,000 miles away across the ocean. And you're like, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, man, no, we ain't had nothing here. And I'm just saying, we got these bases here. We don't have anything here for you. Oh, yeah. We got all these notary assignments and this, that, and the other. Okay, cool. Got it. Oh, but we won't have nothing near you. We got them over here, but that's an hour and a half drive for me one way. It is what it is. You should have thought about that before signing the dotted line. And that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of buyer's remorse. There's a lot of regret going on with this here notary business. And people are trying to stir up the pot and trying to start a revolution of, we need to make them pay us. We need to make them. You're going to get yourself in trouble. I'm telling you, you're going to get yourself in trouble. You need to just focus on understanding how to run a business properly, understanding the environment in which you're in, understanding the area where you are at. If you're out in the mountains, it's going to take you an hour and a half to get to one stoplight. Well, guess what? It's going to take you probably 2 hours to get to the nearest town to do a closing. And you should have thought about that. And unfortunately, these people who sold you this pipe dream, this hope, as we've been hearing on the internet, that a lot of these people are here, they're not selling a true product, they're selling hope. And people are out here selling you hope that you'll make it, hope that you can get here. That's why I put the video out. Let's not create a 1% in the notary thing. In almost every industry, there's always this 1% club, the cool kids club, the go along to get along gang, so forth and so on. I'm telling you, just get out here and work. If you're making $15 an hour, that's $31,200. That's $31,200 a year, $883 net for 2 weeks. Net for 2 weeks. That's $1,200 gross. So you pull in $1,200 a week gross after taxes, $883.60 based on Virginia taxes, meaning after taxes for the whole year, around $22,900 and some change. You're pulling in $120 for an 8-hour day. So you did 3 signings at $80. You're making more in those 3 signings than you did the whole day. Somehow, some way you made it work. Somehow, some way you made that $120 work for your family. With all of the stuff you got going on, with all of the daycare, with all of the expenses you have going on, you made $120 a day gross work for you. And now you're telling me that you can't make, me and my math sometimes, $240. So you're making double, $240 a day doing closings. You mean to tell me you can't do something with $240? That's a problem. That's a problem. That you doubled your money and you can't make it. And then and let's just say you done added it to that 120. So you pulling in $360 a day. And you mean to tell me that there's no way possible at $360 a day, you can't make it? How much money do you need to make it? The ink is not costing that much. Don't overspend on the paper. There's ways of saving money and doing it affordably. And you mean to tell me that you can't survive? You can't find a way to make things work, making an extra $240 a day. And you pull that in, and then the first thing you're like, it seemed like all I'm getting is $3 an hour because it cost me this and it cost me that. Then you probably need to take a business class. There's some free ones online. You probably need to take a quick business class, go to Udemy and learn about how to balance your money out, how to, expenses and all that. You probably need, because there's no way, if that was the case, there's people making that and a little bit more and probably a lot more, and they are doing fine. So there's just too many people out here making good money doing this business. And it's weird because I think a lot of the people who are making that good money are the ones who keep telling you this $60, this $80 myth that is hurting people. They don't want competition, because once you start getting 25, 50, 100 orders under your belt, and you're doing good notarizations, and your error rate is darn near zero, oh, you're competition for them. You're about to knock the big boys off their pedestal. You're about to come and get that throne, and they don't want that. See, I ain't worried about it. I think I'm somewhere in the middle. I think probably still rolling with y'all, still trying to get my footing on this here, especially full time. All I know is this: if you're trying to make $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 a month, then what you need to do is go over there to them, ask them for the secret sauce, and do whatever they tell you to do. And just dedicate yourself to them, commit to them, and whatever they tell you to do, whatever sacrifices they tell you to make, whatever spooky drink they tell you to drink, do that so you can make the money you want to make, so you can feel like you're making whatever per hour. For the rest of us, for the party people, we're going to get out here and make this money the right way. We're going to get out here and do this thing so that our families will be taken care of properly. So I want y'all to go to that video. I'll link it in the description, and y'all go there and look at the comment and give me y'all feedback, because I'm really thinking about doing a live to break this thing down and discuss it. I'm trying out some, the StreamYard and the Restream, and figuring out which one of those I want to use and all of that, because I want to have some people call in and give me some hardcore evidence. And again, stop using AmRock, because people in my area are getting more than $100 from AmRock. Most of the people in my area are getting 85 to 100 and something with AmRock. So I don't want to hear this. Well, AmRock said, yeah, that. Now I've heard from that some other companies said that the average fee in this area is like 50 some bucks. I'm like, I don't know how. It depends on what kind of orders they're doing. Because if they're doing a bunch of small orders, but then again, and that's just one company. But then again, there's too many companies out here that are paying more. They average $100. I'm looking, and there's companies that I get $90 a pop. Period. 90. It's two companies, $90 a pop. Other companies, $125. There's some great companies out here. You just got to have yourself in a position to do right and to do great work. That's all this is about. And if you're unwilling to do that, then yeah, you're going to struggle. But don't get caught up in this. We the people, we're going to fight and we're going to boycott. Lastly, if you got this many, all these notaries, this many, each time I'm wiggling my finger, just multiply that by 10. You got all these notaries, and then you got these few over here talking about, we going to boycott. Look at how many notaries they got to pick from. Carry your happy butt on and boycott. stand over there in the corner in the street boycotting. Guess what? We got these over here. I'm just telling you. You can't sit here and talk about we're going to boycott when you got an overabundance of notaries, so you say, allegedly. And you're gonna boycott when they're like, oh, you're gonna boycott? Shh. Hey, Earl. Hey, Jim. Hey, Karen, come on over here. Hey, Shaquanda, roll on up here. Cody, Bethany. Hey, Kwame, roll on up in here. Yeah, we got you. I'm telling you. I care for y'all. I really, really do. But you cannot keep getting caught up. And if there's any notary trainer, anybody, title company, whoever that can provide some evidence to support what they're saying, then fine. But I don't see it. All I see is that people are bragging on YouTube about all of this money they making. And how they buying houses and cars and going on vacations and fur coats and red bottoms and purple bottoms and all of this stuff. All these people bragging about all this money they making from the notary, and then you got somebody, well, you can't make no money because everybody else, taking these slow orders, these low ball orders, and they hurting us, man. They making it seem like it's rough. I don't know what you're talking. I ain't taking that because I'm worth more. I mean, yes, I'm talking about us because that's who I hear from the most. Be mad at me if you want. I ain't heard too much from others, but I heard a lot from us. And y'all know that's the truth. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just speaking what I hear. Okay, because those are the people who call me. Our people call me. Our people are the ones commenting. Our people's the one who's going at me about saying these kind of things about $60 orders and all that. They the ones who complain the most. Everybody else is taking them orders and moving on up. But that's what you hear, and y'all know this. So don't get brand new with me. We can do this as notaries. Just as notaries. This ain't no racial thing. As notaries, we can go out here, make the money, provide good work. But y'all gotta stop falling for the okie doke. And again, my platform is open. If anybody got some hardcore evidence to prove, because the way people are coming across is like, period, the average order is $60. That is all people I'm paying. That is all people I'm making. And if there's some hardcore evidence out there, then okay, cool. Then I stand corrected. But I think the reason why the prices are going down is because the errors are going up. The higher the errors, the lower the price. Why would I pay you for mistakes? So if you took all these new notaries out of the realm, and let's just say the existing notaries up until December of last year stayed the same. And from January 1st to now, not a single solid new notary came in, but the error rate continued to go up. If the error rate continues to go up, guess what? The prices are going to go down. That ain't got nothing to do with no notaries, new notaries coming in. That's about you not doing a good job as a notary. That's what this is all about, in my opinion. If I'm wrong, I stand corrected. Yeah, this was a little bit of a rant because I'm tired of people getting distracted by thinking that they done found some secret and they know that's why I can't make money. But nobody is offering any viable solutions except to try to boycott and to run up on some companies through some kind of organized protest. You already not making money based off of what you're saying out your own mouth. You're already saying you're broke as a notary. And then you're going to boycott to try to make them pay you more when you said the reason why they're paying you less is because there's more notaries than the eye can see. But you're so special you and your group, that you can boycott these people, this whole industry, and that's going to make the fee go up for everybody, including these new notaries, that everybody's getting $125, period. I like to see that happen. Tell me when you're going to do that. I'll take a week off and come on out there and just get me a lawn chair and an umbrella in case it's hot wherever y'all plan on doing this at. And I like to see y'all do this one. I really would, because that is going to be one for the ages. That's going to be one for the ages. And I still don't hear all of these big time notary trainers that y'all follow. And that's weird, because y'all train with these people, but then y'all going against a lot of the stuff that they said, because none of them are talking, at least I don't think so, or I hope not. And I'm like, okay, so y'all representing these people. So is that what they're teaching you? Where are you getting this from? I'm telling y'all, this is a simple, easy business, and you're making it complicated because you're being greedy, because you made the mistake of overpaying to get into this industry, and now you're trying to make everybody pay you back. And it is not their responsibility to help you recoup the money that you overpaid to be in this business. That's what this all boils down to. You're overpaid to be in the business, and now you're trying to make people pay you back. And that ain't nobody's business or problem but yours. Do the work, you'll get the money back. I did the work, I got the money back. The difference is I didn't overpay to be in a business. And many others have told me they overpaid to be in a business and they made their money back by what? Taking orders and getting out there and doing the thing. And they're doing just fine. And that could be your story too, if you want it to be. If not, guess the landfill to be full of printers. Peace.